very stripped down because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just had these songs in my head, and like I had made 200,000 rap songs before then as Hollywood Hope. So I had all these songs that I had that album in my head for like 6-7 years.
Damn.
So when I was trying to make an album, when I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this now, I had them loaded. I just had to get them out of my head, but that was there already. I mean, written and everything. So it's like when that first album sounds post-punk because I'm a punk dude who made an album without knowing how to make beats, know how to make music. So it was like, you know, and when you listen to post-punk, it's very stripped down, very like moody and shit. And that's what I was on.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, yo. No, for real though. No, because when you came in and you started talking about, you was like, I made all this music and like listening to it. I didn't know that you had did all the production and stuff.
That's the number one thing that I want people to know. I'm like, I feel like every time I'm making a record, I talk about my music and shit. Nobody knows that I make it all. I make all the beats, nigga. That's me. I play every instrument and shit.
Anybody feel you?
I'm like, damn, who made this beat? Like me. I got y'all playing shit. No, but when you are the artist, it's like when I perform on stage, I don't play any instruments because I'm performing.
Exactly.
So everyone assumes everyone else is playing. It's like now I will say that Fonz. Shout out Fonz. That's the dog. That's my dog. Me and him are like Pharrell and Chad Hugo. Like
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like he helped me learn how to produce, and he helped me produce like the first album, second album, and like now I mainly make everything, but I always have Fonz in there, and he always adds to the production and shit. But like every song that you hear is from my brain that I played and concepted and created and shit.
How'd you and Fonz meet?
That nigga, I was Hollywood Holt was my first rap career, and I was like big as fuck. I was going crazy.
Yeah, I remember.
And so, you know, when you up like that, niggas hit you all the time, like, yo, let's work on the producer. But at that time, I was only fucking with my cousin Mano. And so he would just randomly hit me and send me beats on like, you know, Facebook and shit. But he would send me like a dance beat, and then he sent me a rock beat, and then he sent me a hip hop. He would just, I was always like impressed by it. This nigga was always just sending me. I never knew what the fuck he was playing, so I would always check for him because I'm like, this nigga might send me some fucking, you know, orchestra shit. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it finally came time to do it, when I first wanted to make my album, my first Holt album, I had all the songs in my head, and I was like, man, I need somebody who knows. I don't know how to use Logic and none of that shit. I just have the sounds. I was a composer, but I didn't know what that was at the time. So I tried it with my cousin Mano, and Mano was like, nah, nigga, you need to know. I'm like, God damn it. I need somebody to just listen to me and do what I tell them to do.
Yes.
And you can't work with a fucking super producer because they're going to be like, nigga, that shit suck. Now let's do this. So I hit Fonz up and I said, hey, my nigga, I'm about to make this other project. I need you to come through, do exactly what I tell you to do. Just shut the fuck up and let me get these songs out of my head. Don't say shit and help me make it, and we're going to be lit. And he's like, all right. Yeah. And that was it. And he came over. I'm like, I would sit there and be like, play this note and this note and this note and this note. Now, you know, I would literally piece by piece. And then obviously over time I learned how to produce and shit. But yeah, the first beat we ever made was the Amy Winehouse Back to Black cover.
Okay. Oh, sick.
Yeah. First beat I ever made.
Yeah, G, like as a nigga that like taught myself how to like use Logic and shit. I know a big thing is just being able to like learn the language to communicate what I'm trying to get across to your ass.
Yes, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like now when I'm listening to shit, I'll be like, oh, like I know what the compressor gonna do when it going there.
Yeah.
Instead of I'll just be like, make it louder. Can it be louder? You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, but that come with time, like you were saying, and just like always on and making shit. That's why I be taking like I feel like when an artist making shit, it's gonna take him a while for real. Because you know what I'm saying? Like niggas be like, "When you gonna drop? You gonna drop something again?" I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make songs for real.
Bro, I've had 3 albums out in like fucking 14 years or something.
Those are the best albums.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm tweaking though.
People that drop too much usually kind of. I don't know.
That's cap, bro.
You think so?
Gucci Mane has dropped like 52
albums. Man,
be careful, nigga. Be careful.
You bring up a good point.
So
Future album, Future got 5,500 albums.
Every Gucci release.
Okay, I'll say this.
Every single one.
Be careful, nigga.
Yeah, Bailey sitting right here. Bailey sitting right here waiting on you.
Yeah.
All right, fuck me then. Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga.
I like chill, big text, chill.
Look what you're talking about. No. But I remember, like, I would have these conversations with other artists, right? And they'd be like, bro, I don't know why this nigga bigger than me. And I'm like, and I would look at, I'm like, how many projects you got out? And it's like, the niggas you comparing yourself to have 7 albums. You have 2. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Longevity is about putting out, and like, you have to have a body of work. If you go up against this artist that you bitching about being bigger than you, he's gonna murk your ass on stage because he's got a catalog. When I perform now, it's an amalgamation of my 3 albums because I have so many songs that people like. But now I can play a certain, like, my first and second albums were comparatively to my personality very chill. It's like, I don't know why the music just came out a lot more like moody than I thought it would be. So, but when I perform, I'm a nightmare, right? So it was hard trying to pull my crazy live show energy out of these like chill, moody songs. But now, because I have I have 3 albums, now I have so much to perform with that I can mix and match it. And now I can put a crazy show together. I can put a chill show together. You see what I mean? So
versatility is key.
Body of work is everything. It's like, you're right. You ain't gonna I ain't never seen somebody who's a massive star not have at least 3 albums. Because there's a difference between somebody blowing up from an album and then somebody being like a longevity, real performing artist, right?
Yeah, you're talking about straight up full length, right?
Yeah, like somebody who every day, not only when they album come out, every day is someone. Right? And that's my thing, is like, because we're living in this. It's unfortunate.
Cause like I was like, because it depends on like what you trying to do though. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to be the biggest artist, then you know what I'm saying. You got to be ready to.
If you're trying to be a professional artist for a living, where you pay your bills, you got to keep music, up. Nigga. You got to put music out.
Exactly. Exactly.
That EP shit, that having 1 or 2 album shit, is like, no, you like, well, that's fine, but you can't compare yourself to artists that have a giant body of work. It's
exactly.
Like, if you wonder, look at any artist that you consider like a famous artist, they have at least 3 albums.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna call yourself a professional rapper, like, you should be able to just rap. You know what I'm saying?
Which is extremely hard now, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
this shit is real is what I keeps it, bro. I'm never gonna fucking front or act like. I'm very blessed to be able to pay my bills off of my music and shit because I've been smart. And like I said, I've had music since 2008. But like, a lot of these artists that y'all love and shit, these niggas is fucked up.
That's literally what I'll be saying.
And they have to, and unfortunately, they have to show some level of success, or people gonna be like, damn, nigga. Like, you can't have your favorite artist working at Best Buy. They gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's cool.
Why'd you pick Best Buy?
I'm just thinking of the blue shirt.
You gotta think of a real job, bro. Like, because
always go to T-Mobile. That's always my go-to.
Right.
Standing behind that counter.
But dude,
FedEx.
There's no way to sit here and act like we all don't know that artists don't make as much. Like, dog, nigga, does you know how much money we getting off streams? Like, there ain't no motherfucking, there's no fucking record labels and sign a deal and all that shit out the window. All them niggas was doing was uploading your shit to fucking to DistroKid anyway, nigga. So it's like, unless you have 2,000 songs to get, 11 cents of stream off of each, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why it's like, that's why you see niggas having 21 and 23 songs an album now. Because they gotta make,
you gotta play the game for real.
Yeah.
Like, the only way I could see around that is if you got like a solid fan base that's gonna buy your shit every time it come out. You know what I'm saying? But that come with like, you know what I'm saying, building.
Yeah.
And interacting with the people that fuck with you. You got that cult fan base. That's the only way I can see it working.
That's the number one thing I say. It don't matter, dog. And I'll say this to anybody listening. All that connection shit don't work. All that fucking, I know a nigga whose cousin is the motherfucking Def Jam, whoopty, all that shit don't mean shit. Being next to a famous nigga doesn't do shit. You just gonna be in that nigga's universe. None of this shit works. The only thing that works is one thing that works. Can you sell tickets? If you can sell tickets to your whatever you're doing, then you can make money. That's it. And you gotta put fucking asses in seats, and that's it. This whole fucking popularity on TikTok and Instagram and shit, if it helps you sell tickets, but that's it, bro. Like you can get famous and be broke as a motherfucker because you have 2 million streams and 14 niggas at your show.
For real.
God.
And I'm not saying this to be to diss. I'm saying
but that's real. That's what it is.
Focus. I'm saying make sure what your main focus is, bro. I watch so many of my favorite artists turn into TikTok everyday nigga stars. And it's like, damn, bro, like y'all, these niggas was making the best music I ever heard to now they motherfucking doing dances and doing a get dressed with me and all this shit. You know what I mean?
God.
And they getting views. They getting a
That shit is
million
ass
views.
as
They getting
fuck.
all that shit. But it's like, but now you're just a TV show that gets no syndication on your streams. Instead of selling tickets. Like I will fucking text each nigga I know in my phone, come to my show. I'm never gonna act too cool.
Yeah.
Like even though I have I see my sales. I'll see that I have a lot. I'm still. You want to continue to please spread the word. And that's how you get a cult following, and that's how you can fucking make some money. Because for me, I don't have to. Nobody can do shit to me because I am in control of the sales of my shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no. I don't need to network or meet anybody and shit. I can say, hey, company, I can guarantee 700 people based off my last 8 shows. I can guarantee this amount of people, which generates this amount of money, which means you should offer me this amount of money to do it whole. You know? And that's it. Like, it's like,
Makes sense.
That's everything. This whole my name shit don't work. Like, so if you listening, literally, if you can control selling tickets, you can do whatever you want in life, and it'll go organically. The more fans you have, the more they're gonna share your shit. So,
Damn, y'all heard it here first. That was some real ass shit, bro. Oh my gosh, it makes sense though.
if we're not sharing information, what the fuck we doing?
Period.
For real, I hate that shit. I literally said that shit. Why is we gatekeeping information
Not
from our
me, nigga.
people?
Let's go.
Like it be niggas doing it to their people for real.
Yeah,
Like, no,
for
I can't
sure.
tell you who did the artwork. I can't. Like
That's
what?
crazy.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Me and Virgil, that's all we talked about. It's all we would do. Just any idea you got, do it right now.
Yeah.
Because every idea that you have is for that moment. And if you sit on it, it's not going to be as potent as it was when you first came out with it. And then 2, share that shit. What the fuck? And if you're not going to do it, give it to somebody else, bro.
Yeah.
I'm thank God I've always been like that, because you'll come up with an idea and the universe thinks naturally alike. So if I'll come up with an idea, the next year the same guy comes up with the idea. If I just did it, now I have evidence that I did that shit. There's no more, man, this nigga stole my... Ain't none of that shit, because I come up with that shit and I put it out. And if I don't, fuck it, nigga. Next idea.
I love how you said that idea is for that moment.
Yeah.
I tell my folks, look, just do what you can. It might not be what you thought in your head, like the grand production. Just do it for real.
shit,
whatever you can put together, use your resources. Whenever
Do
you got
it,
it, that's
nigga.
what it is. Then move on to the next shit.
Yep.
Cause like you said, that idea is for that moment for real.
Dude, I remember, because I got shelved. I got my first deal I'd signed. I did this normal rap nigga dumb shit, signed with the first nigga showing me love, and I got stuck on a deal for 5 years. I couldn't put out shit. And so I had all these songs that I loved, and if I'd have put them out at that time, out of here. But if I listen to them now, they so dated. They so, you know what I mean? So it's like those ideas are for that time, and they might have been innovative then, right? So to me, it's just like anything that if it's in the front of your head and it makes you happy, make it, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it don't do shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And another thing I'll be saying all the time is like, you got to speak on your idea. Because once you speak on it, that idea is manifested into a thing. Because before you thought of it, it didn't exist. And now that you thought of it, it exists. And now it's in somebody else's head too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And this whole idea of like, oh, I don't want to tell nobody they're going to steal it. Bitch, nigga, put it out on, if you put it out to the universe, there's, guess what? Because of fucking phones and all this shit, everything has a timestamp. So if I just go on my live and say, I got an idea for this website, even if a nigga makes it, and it does steal it, I have documented evidence of my idea before you did it, and I can cook your ass and sue you and get my bag off of that.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is not, it's not black. Like, bro, you can literally sue anybody for anything. So if you have just a little bit of a fucking piece of evidence, they gonna settle out of court on your ass and give you a bag. That's a trust. So that, like, don't be afraid to share your ideas to the world. And it's like, and also like everything else, if you have one idea, you're gonna have a fucking another one.
Yep.
So don't sit there and harp on this idea and then hold up all the other cold ideas that might change your life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
That's some game for that ass.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
So what's the album out?
October 20th.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Coming
I can't
up. That's
wait.
next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next week
turn
it drops.
up.
Yeah. So I'm dude, for me it's like take forever, nigga, because this is like I said, 4 years. I've been listening to these songs for 4 years. It's like my life has changed like 50 times over and shit. So it's like, and I'm just glad to finally get this shit out because to me, this is like the perfect, it's very much me. Because I've 2 albums worth. I would run into this shit where somebody, I don't know, will hear my music, they'll come meet me, and then I'll be like, yo, what's up, nigga? They're like, what the fuck? Like, they're so thrown off by my, like, high energy personality because the music is, like, a lot chiller. And then on this album, I don't feel like it's, like, non-chill or chill. Like, it's just me, 100%.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree with that.
I can't wait to get this shit out.
All right, for sure. Well, for the break, I'm going to play the ambulance freestyle.
Yeah.
This motherfucker hard, too.
I love my own shit.
Yes, let's go. You gotta fuck with yourself. Shit.
Yes, sir. We back, yo. That was the ambulance freestyle part 2. Is there an ambulance freestyle 1?
Yes.
We was looking for that.
I feel like we were looking
fuck are you
for.
talking
I feel like we were looking for that bitch.
We were
last
definitely
night,
drunk,
bro.
What are you talking about? It's on the album next to the...
Oh, yeah. I know. I did say that.
okay.
I did say that. I was like, it's right here
And when
next
this
to
nigga
it.
said he listened to the album.
We were.
We did. All,
We did have 8
It's literally
though.
right before Ambulance Freestyle 2.
all 4 of us listened to it front to back.
I think we were looking for a visual though.
Yeah,
Were
we
you
seen
on
the
like
video.
No. It's just a, yeah.
for
no.
sure? Yeah.
The other video you got out is crazy, too.
It's
In the
so
furniture
sick.
warehouse.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, fuck with that shit?
Yeah, yo. Yeah, your visual shit is always crazy. Like we was going back watching all the videos. I was like, I'm finna ask him how many times he lit his head on fire.
Yeah. You said any questions? Any questions?
Any questions, right? Go nuts. At this point, probably like 40 times, bro.
40?
Like,
God damn.
well, it's not. I did the tutorial. It's not that crazy. Like, it's like I make it look crazier than it is, like because I use a lot when I do it. But it was like for that shot and shit.
I know I saw the tutorial, but tell the people like the process.
Oh, it's easy as fuck. I just YouTube this shit.
Try this at home.
I just YouTube. No, dude, don't. You can burn. You will burn your fucking hair clean off. I don't have any hair, and that's why
So
it works.
it checks out.
I just want
Got
to
a
say
fresh
because
moldy.
I don't want niggas going out being like, oh, this nigga Holt told me to do it. I burned my fucking dick off. Like, I want
Dick? Yeah, I was trying on my
It
piece.
started going other way.
Hey, you never know with niggas, man. But, yeah, it's water, soap, mix it up, and then you take any like flammable aerosol, you just stick it in the water, and inside the bubbles is the gas that's flammable, and then the bubble itself protects your head. So you just. But it's if you don't have any hair. Like I don't have no hair, so like, your shit will get singed.
Yeah, wig would be
You be out
gone.
of there, yeah.
All this work for nothing.
No, dead ass.
But I come up with fucking I see things in my head that I think that'll look cool, and I just do it.
Yeah.
Like that, I dropped this teaser video where I'm just like blowing the shit. I just did that last night. Like I just make art because I love making art. You know what I mean? So it's like my visuals, I feel like reflect the same kind of quality as my music. It's like it has to look cool, and like there's no real like themes for me. It's like I don't know why I set my head on fire for the album. I just thought it would look dope. You know what I mean?
This is the most rewarding shit in the world. For real.
That's awesome.
You just making some shit. And I'll think of something, I'll be like, that'll look crazy in real life. And then I'll do it, and I'm like, now I can look at it. And I'm like, this is sick. You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure.
No, yeah, it's something I always appreciated about your work for real. Like I remember being in my boy, shout out my boy Jimmy Regular back in the day.
That's my dog.
He showed me this one video, and I'm like, wow, I look crazy. Like it's like, well, we shot it backwards, and he performed the song backwards. I was like, oh shit,
That's so crazy.
I was like, he always coming up with some crazy shit like that for real.
It's like I care about the general idea is what. The feeling, all right? If I want to make a video where I'm like, you know, I want it to feel like a dream sequence, I'll shoot it backwards in slow motion, and then I'll just like use trampolines and only be in the air during the shots, right? Like just come up with something that has it's not for anything. It's just, it feels like this.
Yeah, I like that your art, like a lot of the art you put out, especially album art, it's like shit you actually do. Like you actually jumped out of the building.
Yeah.
The sound is wild, dog.
Did you do that? It's crazy. Did you do that? Please tell me.
Yes, I did. Two reasons. There's two reasons why.
I need that video. Pronto.
I have the video.
Behind the scenes, let's go.
But I do that because I like surrealism, right? I like surrealism, but I like people to know that it's real. Like I came up when, like, you know, I'm old as fuck, so I came up when they made movies, they made video, all of it was real, and they just filmed it. Yeah. And then over time with CGI and being able to green screen, and then being able to AI, it's
you
like
can tell,
it's cool, but I just like everyone knowing that it's a real thing. So all my album art, I want it to be real, but feel not real. Right, I want you to look and be like, God damn, that looks crazy. Oh shit, he really did that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about the stunt part. Like, I'm not the nigga that's trying to like hurt himself or like, oh, and then I did this shit on the plane. No, I'm cool. Like, I just
Tom Cruise
want the idea to be real, right?
Yeah.
And like, when I jumped out the window, we still like we're safe. Like, even though it was a few stories up, we had like a landing pad and shit, but I made the sugar glass because the second reason I do all this shit is because it's way cheaper to just jump out the window than to fucking pay a whole bunch of niggas to CGI in and shit.
Yeah.
And like Virgil actually worked on my album art for my first album, and he was just like all about that shit. Like I showed him the image, and then he came up with like he like literally typed out my lyrics, my track listing on the thing, taped it on a piece of paper, and then took a photo of that, and that was the back of the cover. Like he really like same shit. Like just make real things, but have a great image of that real.
That's
thing.
sick. I think that's what he kind of did on Uzi's album art too.
Yeah, dude. Nah,
Awesome.
No, yeah, I love that.
Did he design that logo?
Which one?
This one?
This? No, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, sick. Cool.
No, we're just so in line though, bro. Like, cause I made this way before Off-White even came out and shit. When he was still doing Pyrex. But like the dope thing about him is, you know, with Virgil, he would anything that he did, he would allow done to him. Yeah. He was like, if he just did not give a fuck about ownership. Yeah. For like himself, he was just like, this is a dope idea. It needs to be out in the universe. Like, yeah, do it. And if I'm like, yo, I'm going to try it. He's like, okay, yeah, great. Like, he just wanted to see ideas being activated. Yeah. And he was the number one, me and him, do it today. Fuck, you're not doing it right now. Like, why? If you got an idea, what you sitting on it for? Like, because you're going to keep having more. And it was just like, it was such a freeing, like, friendship. It was like, damn. Every time I did anything, I'm like, nigga, look. He's like, oh, this is fire. Oh, this is dope. You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
done so much cool shit,
dude.
I modeled for him one time. It was early Off-White. He did
Fuck yes.
He did like this sheer shirt, and I think he was like really into Oasis. So it was a shirt with like a drawing of Liam Gallagher and his like late wife or whatever on a sheer fucking shirt. I modeled that shit for him.
Oh my God.
I was
raw
like,
as hell.
Yeah, I was straight up starstruck, and we were, and while they were shooting, because this was at RSVP, me and him just like talked about Oasis.
Shout out Don C.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Don, Virgil, and Jerry Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Always been the realest niggas, and I've been, but always been the realest niggas ever. And they never switched up. They always been solid. They just keep growing and making their shit. And I will put hands on anybody
Hell yeah.
says anything otherwise.
Hell yeah, yo.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Big shout out Jerry though, man.
That's my nigga, bro. If that is not the embodiment of being humble and working hard, dog.
Yeah.
Because people fronted on him, bro. People fronted on Jerry for a minute, like when he was in his early stages of creation, and he never said shit. He just kept cooking, working, and putting his head down and taking care of his family and making shit. Yeah. And anytime he was in your space, he was always this amazing asset. He was always helping everyone. And I just like, I mimicked that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Since you brought, when you was talking about holding the physical, making the physical product and shit about the movies and shit, like, I don't even really like to see the CGI and shit no more. Like when I was a little kid, I thought it was cool. Like it looked so real.
Yeah.
But at this point, I like to see the old makeup and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause like all October, we've been watching all horror movies. We've been talking about them on the pod for real.
Yeah.
Have you seen any good ones recently, or what's your favorite one? What you want to talk about?
Dude, all right. So I'm annoying about film. I'm a real fucking movie nerd. Like, I don't know if anybody...
You're at the right place.
I don't think anybody even knows this about me, but like, I'm crazy with it.
You've
like,
gotten off at the right stop, bro.
I got like 250 DVDs of the greatest movies ever made, bro. Straight up. And I care about dialogue. I care about screenwriting and shit like that. And I understand the like culture of horror films, but it's just a fucking nightmare to watch it. Like with horror films, the whole point is to jump scare, to like, you know, freak you out, scary, all of the like chaotic scenes. But the storyline just be so garbage, and it'd be so fucking dumb. Like, Pierce, where's Martin? He's back in the day. Well, don't leave him. Jerry's gonna be mad. Like, that shit sucks. I can't watch that shit. I can't relate to that shit. And then they just kill the fuck out of him, and you're like, that was cool. It's like, but you just fast forward to that. So like, I feel like cinematically, one of the coldest fucking horror films, like just like visually incredible, was Evil Dead. The new Evil, not the last one that just happened.
The like what was like
Evil Dead
Fold.
Rise, yeah, bro, with the
like,
cabin.
Yeah,
dude, the visual effects and the way they made her look crazy, it was scary as a motherfucker, and it just looked raw.
Yeah, I watched that one.
That's one of my favorite.
Last week, I had that on my list for real.
Yeah, visually, that's my favorite.
I like all the Evil Dead.
But yeah, Evil Dead is a fire-ass franchise, but the last one, same shit. Like, I also don't like movies that jump to whatever is popular in the media as to being the base.
Exactly.
Nigga.
Exactly. Like when they put the ring on the phone, when they put the ring on video on Instagram, I was like, I'm done with this.
It's like, dog, yeah, like, it's like, bro, like, oh, this scary scene happens during a protest, and it's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I like the movie to make sense, right? So like, my favorite, like, all around scary film, but it's just to me a great film because the writing is good as well, as this movie called Mama. M-A-M-A.
Yeah,
dude,
I saw that. I saw that in theaters.
That shit is cold as fuck.
Yeah, that shit
I
was
never seen that.
ridiculous.
What the
What's that about?
Bro,
What's that about?
it's cold as fuck. It's about
that came out not
two
too long
little
ago.
girls who's like, I don't like spoilers like a motherfucker, but the dad in the movie, the movie starts with the dad like being like some like stockbroker motherfucker, and the whole shit crash, and he like freak out. He drive to the woods. He about to kill his two daughters, and then kill himself. So he drives when they go to this cabin and shit. He about to smoke the little girls. He's all, I'm sorry, mother. You know what I mean? Like, cause he can't live with whatever. but then the cabin he was in, this like being comes and just like fucks his ass up real quick, and then the little girls grow up in the cabin, and the ghost is their mom, and it's like feeding them cherries and all this shit, and then but ends up the ghost is like in the middle, you know, that never passed on because it died in the ghost child died, so she was like, and the way it plays out. And the way they the way they conversate back and forth with the ghost and shit. It's not just boo.
Yeah.
It's like it's terrifying because it's like watching a mama bear, bro, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think Guillermo del Toro had a part in it because the way they make the fucking ghost look is scary than a motherfucker. Like the whole shit's scary. You ever see like a scary movie where like the jump scare happens, but then it continues to be you're scared the whole time.
It's a wild movie. It's a wild movie.
Yeah, you need to watch that.
Is that the one with the guy from No Country for Old Men?
Hell no, that's my nigga though.
Okay.
In No Country for Old Men.
Okay, I just had to make sure because I'm gonna definitely.
Yo, we gonna change this whole interview, bro, because I'm about to be talking about movies all day.
I forget her name. Who played Mama? What is her name?
Bro, hold on, dude. I'm gonna pull this shit up. But it's, dude. The little kids in the movie are like should have got Academy Awards, bro. This shit right here, bro.
Yeah, we gotta pee. It's on.
I'm thinking of a totally different movie. Never mind.
You thinking of Ma? Your ass thinking of Ma?
Right when I heard
this, talking about Mamma Mia.
No,
you talking about the college one?
I do that. Yeah, that was stupid as fuck.
You thought I was talking that hard about a weak ass movie like that?
My bad.
Oh shit! What we watched this week? I watched High Tension. You ever seen that shit?
Hell yeah, bro.
I watched High Tension this week.
That's a French film.
Yeah, yo.
The soundtrack for that shit is cold.
Yeah,
as fuck
yo.
too.
The whole shit was crazy.
High Tension is cold.
That was
the French are like well known for like annihilating your brain, bro.
Mm-hmm. And then
I'll tell you what movie to never watch ever.
What?
Ooh, tell me. Oh my gosh. I want
Bailey love that shit. I'll be like, I do.
You probably already seen it.
Oh my gosh.
But
if I haven't, I'm gonna feel like
it's a nightmare. I want to scrub it from my brain.
Which one?
Oh my god.
It's called Irreversible.
Oh yeah, it's French, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I definitely see. Yeah, hell yeah.
You ain't seen that shit.
Yeah, I absolutely have. What's
Why
his
you
name?
not crying
his
right
name
now,
is
then?
Vince Casal or whatever his name is.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Dude.
Yeah.
You seen that shit?
Yeah, I definitely have seen that shit. My parents.
No.
Wait, you know the reason why I seen that?
I know you haven't seen it. I can tell you why.
But maybe
because
I don't remember.
Your reaction to saying you seen it is like you watched motherfucking a Tarantino film. If you seen that shit, you would have been like, oh yes, oh fuck.
But bro, I could tell you. Wait, I could really wait.
I wouldn't put it past her, bro.
I have seen that movie. Maybe I don't remember all of it. I could tell you.
You will remember the scene, bro.
A scene in there. I can't describe it on the pod because it's horrible.
It's a
I can't
nightmare,
say that part.
and it's forever.
Yeah, dude.
You're like, let it in, bro.
But my parents literally rented that movie. The only reason why I have seen that movie because it is really random. My parents rented that movie when Netflix was like they would send
they would send
it to you in the mail.
Like Redbox type shit.
Yeah, because my parents were like on that kind of time, so they definitely got that movie. My mom was like, "You guys can watch it if you want to, but you might not be into it because it's French." But I definitely seen that shit. Yeah,
dude,
it's pretty fucking
crazy.
Movie. Yeah,
fuck that movie, bro. That shit foul. Don't watch that shit.
How do you like Paris?
Nigga.
Yeah,
Paris is raw as fuck. Bro.
How is the food? I heard it's trash.
Nah, see, this is the thing. Everybody got something to say, and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. My number one piece of advice on the planet: don't listen to anybody that is not successful in what they're talking about. If a nigga been there one time and tried to go find the cheeseburger, of course the fucking food ain't good.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the place and submerge yourself in that culture for you to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, bro, French food is amazing, dog. Like, but you gotta go try French food. I love. My favorite thing about Paris, outside of like all of the fashion and whatnot, like just our like secular things, is that I love their food. I love the not necessarily just the food, but like the dining culture, right? Like every street, there's like an outdoor seating with the little fucking French awning and like you have a coffee in the morning and chilling and you see the whole city moving around. It's just dope. It's so easy to chill. I could sit at a fucking French like restaurant for like 8 hours. And just like to me, like the most fun I would have is like having a dinner that lasts like 2 hours with the homies out front, just
That's
chilling,
beautiful.
bro. It's so nice, and I love their shops. There is no like, I mean, every place has like the Target, Walmart type of shit, but in Paris, it's so many like self-owned mini shops everywhere, and it's just super dope it's easy to walk around. I just love it, and all their apartments are like really cool designed. Like they're not just like hallways, like they got like A-frames and all this shit. And it's just the whole place is fucking dope. And back in the day, people used to hate on Paris or hate on France because culturally, America and France didn't fuck with each other based off of the governments. But once the internet hit and everybody can see in real time, that the person doesn't fuck with what their government is saying, then it was like more of open, like, because like before you only learned about another country based off of their news. So if you're like, what the fuck, what they on? Like, I used to travel to London and Paris all the time before social media, and I would like fake an English accent to make people not know that I was American, so I didn't have to argue and fight with niggas all the time. And then I hated Paris initially because it was like that. They was like, American. Like, you're American? Oh, here we go. Ignorant asshole. And I'm like, y'all some bitches. Like, and it was just beef, bro. And then
catching a fade in Paris is
Kanye,
wild.
yeah, dude. The first, dude, like, I swear to God.
the international pain.
Kanye flew us out for his first fashion show in like 2011. And I swear to God, bro, the first hour we were on Parisian soil, we got in a fight.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Because we wild niggas from Chicago. And it's like back in the day, from my experience with the people I dealt with, right? I'm not talking about all Paris because I love Parisians, right? They're all cool as fuck. But initially, it was like I just kept running into motherfuckers talking shit that couldn't fight, which is the exact opposite of a Chicagoan. Yeah. So we just clashed because it was like he running his fucking mouth and he ain't gonna do shit. It's like, who the fuck you talking to? And then we slapping him. They're like, what the fuck are you crazy? We got fights. Like half of the Chicago team got arrested, bro. And
was this for Pastel or whatever?
Yeah, it was back in the day when we did his first show ever. Yeah, it was sick. And Matthew Williams was like, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like this goes back a million years. Yeah. But yeah, no, Paris is that shit. It's my favorite place to like socialize and like eat food and also the parties there are really cool too because it's a nice mixture. It's not like just like club, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not some LA shit where like everybody's too cool. Like in Paris, if you at the lit shit, everybody's talking and chilling. It's like a mix, bro. Awesome. I love that shit.
What's Fashion Week like?
That's my shit.
Okay.
All right, first, what did you wear?
What you mean, bro? I wore Friendship Club mixed with the funny thing is all I really wear is like my homies' designs.
For real.
But all my homies are like the top of the top, bro. Like,
there you go.
It's just like this, like right here, right? Like I know for a fact this podcast is gonna become huge and you guys are gonna be fucking balling out of control and I'm gonna come on it again one day and people gonna be, how you get on there? It's because right now, y'all my niggas, not when you up. And this has been like this has been like my whole life. Like all of my friends that I loved and showed love to because I really care about this friendship shit, they became successful, but they were my friends first. So now I'm reaping the benefit of being a good friend to my other friends. And also like I obviously do a lot of shit too. So it's like a back and forth. But like yeah, I wear Givenchy, I wear fucking Off-White. I wear Off-White till I die. I wear fucking all the Don shit. I literally just, it's not even hard. I want to wear all my homie shit, and my homie shit is the illest shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, a Cold Wall. That's all. Yeah.
I love a Cold Wall.
That's my nigga though. He's solid. He's a good person. He's a good friend. And everybody it just so happens that all my friends have like taken over the fashion world. And their friends, right? So like even like the second degree of separation and shit. I wear undercover all day. I wear all neighborhood. I wear all of this shit because these are people that are connected with me, so their brands connect with me and shit. So like, awesome. I could stunt and be like, oh, I'm dripped down, but like all my Louis Vuitton is Virgil Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Cause nigga,
which is so good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, Matthew is fucking killing it with G1G,
bro. Of course he is.
And the leaks. I mean, of course.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Nigga,
amazing.
And it's till we die, bro, because these niggas they care about it. It's not, there's nothing else. Like that whole, shout out to my fucking brother Virgil. I know I keep talking about this. I really love this nigga, man. Yo. He changed that group of people, right? I can't even just I can't put it all on Virgil, but that group of people, it's sans ego. It really is. All of them are so humble and so idea driven that of course the shit comes out amazing, because that kid who's 21 who has no fucking experience comes into the room with Matthew and says, yo, this will look dope like this, and he's like, great. He's not like, oh, don't talk to him. There's none of that shit. They're solid good guys who give a fuck about art and creativity and putting that into the world. So you're always gonna make the best shit when you care about opening the audience to everyone. Yeah. If the idea is the main thing, there's no ego. There is no like, why is this kid talking to me? Oh, you gotta put it. It's like add to the pot. Yeah. Like my first, I remember I went to Paris. This was like my sixth time going to Paris. But let
them know.
but my first time going when Virgil really jumped off the bridge and started going crazy. Yeah. He invited me to come to the show, and I was like, oh fuck. So I'm like, hell yeah, bro. So I jump on the plane and I go to Paris. And when I got there, I was like, this is pre-Friendship Club and shit like this. This is like when I was like in between albums and shit. And I get there and I'm going to all the parties. I'm going to all the shit. I'm like sitting front row at all the shows. But I noticed all the homies that are there, right? It's me, Verge, Don, Ivan, Jerry Lorenzo, Matthew, and everybody's doing stuff.
Heron there?
Right? Yeah, Heron. Yeah. And so, shout out Heron.
Yeah, big time.
And so, but I'm there, and we're kind of all hanging out and shit. And everyone's kind of talking about what they're doing. And I noticed, Don has a thing tomorrow. Oh, Jerry's dropping his shoe Wednesday. Oh, Ivan has a showroom. Everybody had something to do and a reason and a purpose to be out there. And they're like, what you got? What you doing out here? Like, my stupid ass is just hanging out. And I'm like, I'm not adding anything to the pot. I'm not adding to the fucking, what am I doing here? Just to go back to what we were saying about being backstage and all that shit. It's like, what the fuck is your purpose? What are you adding to the world? And how are you helping, right? So I'm like, damn, I'm never coming back out here without something to do. The next year, I did my first Friendship Club event was in Paris, and we did a big 3-story fucking party. We dropped our first clothing, and it was fucking lit, and everybody was there, and they all came to support me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The garments are super good, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations
all
on
of
that.
it, for real.
I love those fucking ski masks, bro.
Yo, word.
Now it's about to get cold, dog. I have to cop that shit.
That bomber is nuts.
Yo, wait till you see the new bomber we're doing. Shout out to my fucking team, because it ain't just me. It's Alexandria Wills, and it's the two niggas who founded this shit with me. Like, I didn't, with my music, I make the music, and then I add people. With Friendship Club, from day one was Kobe and Alex.
Shout out my niggas.
And Alex is the sewing machine. He is the fucking creator of... He's the like, when you say the garments are nice, that's because of Alex. I'll come up with a design idea, and I'll know what fabric I want and shit, but Alex will say, we got to put it together like this, we got to dart it and pleat it like this, and and he's what makes that value so crazy. All the concepts, all the stores, all the pop-ups, all of the ethos of Friendship Club is Kobe. Kobe is like, we got to do a baseball game. We got to come up. But we need to build a fucking 40-foot ladder and a spider web. And he's like, what is the the personality of the brand, and that's Kobe and shit.
Hell yeah.
And of course I do everything. So, and then Alexandria, obviously, she makes leather, like construction. We're all a melting pot of the brand.
Yeah, the
like,
brand definitely feels like a little bit of like everything. Like it's like some of the best parts of streetwear, like some of the best parts of like shit that Undercover does.
Yeah.
Like not to compare your shit.
Now that's a compliment. Fuck you talking about?
But like, yeah, just like the real technical shit that y'all do is like, yes, I see what they're doing.
Well, and that comes from me. I care every I've designed everything, and every design has to be functional. What is the point of this jacket? Right? Not just the
that's
look.
what design is. For
it's like
at the base.
Can I make this better? Can I make this more functional?
Yeah.
Can I make it more exciting? Right? Like I everything I design, I'm like, what's the purpose? Outside of like sweatshirts and t-shirts and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's why we brought in Alexandria, because she's a fucking genius who can build anything out of anything. She's a shoemaker. She owns her own shoemaking. She owns her own brand of shoes, and she teaches people how to make shoes. So we brought her in to help us make shoes, and now she makes everything. We want to make a fucking belt. We want to make a goddamn, create a harness. You know what I mean? Like, those ideas that we have now that we don't even know how to make, we can do without.
Possible.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Are y'all going to do a shoe?
He said, "Are we?"
Hell yeah, dog. We got a whole bunch of crazy shit coming. And it's hard with brands, and like shout out to everyone who owns a clothing brand, because it's no joke, bro. Like, what people don't understand is, like, if you think about a clothing brand as a product brand, right? Say this is soda water, right? You make soda water, you can the soda water, and then you show that canned product and you promote it and sell it. With fashion, every collection is a new product. So every collection, there is no like, oh, I make microphones, so these are the microphones.
Parts, you know,
it's I gotta make a new pair of pants, a new jacket, a new thing, a new this. Like every season, right? And you have to concept and collectively create this thing, and then you gotta promote and come with a whole, campaign around all of it, and then soon as it drops, you gotta do it again. And that shit is no joke, bro. So it's like, yo, these designers, I feel for them, because like that's why I'm like, I like that with Friendship Club, we're not on any schedule. Like, we'll come up with a whole concept, and then when it's ready, it drops, and then when it ain't, we chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we care more about, like, you can look at Friendship Club as a brand, or as a, like, you can see the Friendship Club brand without seeing any clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! If you guys haven't checked it out already, you guys should check out Friendship Club. What's the Instagram? It's just Friendship Club.
Friendship CLB, yeah.
Beautiful
CLB.
name too.
Yeah,
I told you that last time. I was
yeah.
like, beautiful name.
Well, you know what?
It obviously checks out. What you just said about the brand, it definitely checks out. Rooted in friendship.
Yeah, it is.
The way you just spoke about your friends and the people that you work with on this brand, it sounds really.
I have this shit tattooed on my throat, on the side of my head. Anyone who's known me for longer than, these new successes knows I've been saying friendship for like 13 years, bro. Like, literally, like, there's like a million documented, like, you can go to my first Instagram post and it's like friendship. Like, and then I started to see like brands and companies start to use that. And I was like, like we said,
God
instead of me being like, man, these niggas biting my shit. Because no, dude, I can't front and act like I'm not in a space to inspire the world, right? Because I'm in these rooms, I'm in these places.
Yeah, that's what you should want to do.
This is where I am. So when like the creative director at AT&T is at the same party as me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if I don't do it, then I'm gonna just sit there and cry. Like, I remember when I was working on my second album, I was gonna do this merch collaboration with Diamond Supply. Oh, cool. And I've been a fighter my whole life, so I'm into all monikers of fighting. So I designed. I would wear my kickboxing shorts all the time, but I hated that they didn't have pockets, right? So I designed these like raw ass kickboxing shorts, like, dude, a million years ago. And I was gonna drop them with Diamond Supply, and then I didn't. The album didn't end up being ready, and then it kind of just faded. And then like 2 years later, Pharrell drops the fucking
What, Human Made?
the human made kickboxing shorts.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was like, I should have just did the idea, because that did not at a single moment did I think he took it from me or any of that shit. It's just that people, like, if there's a yellow billboard outside, you don't know why, but you're gonna start thinking of doing things in yellow. And if everybody drives past that yellow billboard, somebody out of the 2,000 people that have seen that, 2 of those people might have the same idea. So it's like, it's just the universe growing in that way. Like, everyone sees the same things, so they get the same inspiration. So that's why I'm like, just whatever idea you got, do it right then. Because somebody is randomly thinking of it and thinking that they're the first one to think of it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's so real.
No, for real, yo.
Pull the trigger on this shit, guys. Don't wait.
During the break, we was talking about the Bun B feature on the album.
Yeah,
and
that's
that definitely fucked us up.
You didn't expect it?
Never the Bun B feature. Oh my God.
Like, what?
Yeah, yo. How'd that come about?
People like Bun B are the reason why I know I can be a good person and still make, be in the space that I am. I know that I don't have to finesse or be, do the fucking sucker ass industry shit, because I have so many examples of great people who are 10 times more successful than me, have 10 times more experience than me, being just wonderful human beings.
Yeah, he seems like such a good dude.
Dog, I can't talk better about Bun B. He really is the Trill OG, bro. Like, without even asking, he just supports everyone. He supports people, and he supports real shit. He's not like a person who's just gonna fucking support it just because it's hot.
Yeah.
Right? If he fucks with it, he is fucking with it the long way.
Yeah.
He's got no problem championing everyone, and like, dude, he's just the fucking best, dog. Like, I love Bun. I sent him the joint. Dude, it was the most seamless thing. I was like, Bun, I need you on this. Because like with me, I'm not the type of person who will send the record to 1 million people just to get a feature. It's like I only hear like these 3 artists or these 4 artists on this song. And this, like, on my album, the features that I have, those people were who I heard on that song. Like, and with Bun, I was like, bro, if Bun goes crazy on this, the style of beat, you know what I mean? It's more boom bap.
Yeah,
I feel like it'll just be a cooler audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like having Bun, and he was just like, got you, bro. I'm gonna send it in like 2 days. Wow. And he did.
And he was spitting on that bitch.
It's actually insane.
And just to show how real he is, like, and I know like this might sound like, whatever, but to me it meant something. Like, he didn't just spit a verse. He said my name in this shit. He let me know, like, nah, this for him, bro. I was like, that's my nigga, bro. But dude, I'm forever indebted for that. Like, that was just for my own personal, me being a fan of him. You know what I mean? Being a UGK fan, and then I used to be shirtless in a fucking navy blue Cadillac Sedan DeVille with a shotgun in the middle, wilding, bro, bumping that shit, driving through, like, what's up, nigga? I used to be tweaking. And then now, like, fast forward now, like, you don't know where you're gonna be later on in life. Most of the shit that I did, I would not do if I'd have known I could be like this. But knowing myself in that space, and then loving UGK, and now being an artist, and being able to know Bun and him to give me this blessing is like, it's just incredible, bro. Like, and I'm forever gonna be grateful. I'll never act like I'm too cool. Like, that was a blessing to me.
Yeah, Bun B showing love is like
crazy.
I mean, like, he's, like you were saying, he's definitely always done that. Like, I remember, like, especially this era that you are a part of, like. The blog era.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I remember,
R.I.P. nigga, goddamn.
I mean, every single post on Not Right, these motherfuckers would have a Bun B feature.
Hell,
you know what I mean? And he would be in the streetwear shops, like, just supporting people. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that.
That's why real niggas don't go out of style, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And it's also
Texas hero, by the way.
Hell, what? Of course. It's also
my hero.
It also helps you though, because if you're constantly sharpening your pen. You're constantly still creating and whatnot. You're only going to become a better artist than you were the last time you did it.
Yeah.
And like for him to like Bun, there's people who are fans of Bun that have no idea about his old stuff. They don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's just solid and he's timeless. He makes amazing art that you can make 10 years, 20 years from now, you can still get a Bun verse and it's relevant and fresh and dope. You know what I mean? So I just he blessed me.
Hell yeah.
That's so awesome.
Who else worked on the album?
Dude, a lot of people worked on the album. Now I don't want to give out no spoilers because I got another album loaded that has it's 4 years. I made a lot of amazing music. When I say amazing, I mean like I love it. Like for me, this album, even if it like goes triple wood, I don't give a fuck. This album is fire to me. I love this album. It came out the way I wanted it to. It's the sounds that I wanted to make, right? And like I said before, certain people for certain songs. And like I made a lot of songs that I had only this person on the feature, and I'm like, man, this is perfect. But then when you put all the songs together for the album, like I said, like we were talking about before, I don't want to just like grab a bunch of songs and mix them together. It's got to flow. It's got to feel like a project. And some of those songs that have some like incredible features didn't make it because it just didn't fit the flow of the album. So they're going to be on the next album. And that album has a flow that fits that, right? And whatnot. And then obviously I'm going to be dropping singles and whatnot with the other artists. But yeah, I had a lot of people working on this record. I made the whole album. I made every song. And then I said, I need help. I need someone. I'm not as good at mixing. I'm not as good at these parts. And I want to learn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to be too cool. Like, I want to get different perspectives and shit. And one of those perspectives, the only people who, like, actually worked on production on my album were, like, I did every song. And then I had, Mike Posner is a producer as well.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
No, Mike Posner's beats are nuts, bro. Mike Posner and it's crazy because all his hit songs, he make the beats and then he writes and makes beats for all these other people and nobody knows. I'm like, dude, Mike Posner got beats, bro. Yeah. Like, and so Mike Posner did production on the song he's on with me. And then Mano did production on that song as well. Cool. On the I think it's called Darkness with Mike Posner. And then Fonz wrote the guitar, the full guitar part, which is the majority of the song for the song Down for Life, which is one of my favorite songs because that's just really talking about the friendship and how these fake niggas are and shit. But the rest of the songs I produced, and then Twin Shadow, he executive produced it. He's a fucking genius, dog. Watching that man in the studio, he's like Quincy Jones. And he would just do little stuff like take this drum out right here. Right? Just little things like that. And he blessed me. Literally for my birthday, he flew to Chicago and we hung out and he helped me mix and tighten up
exactly
my album. Exactly. He also co-produced the song Tumbling Down, and he co-produced 4 songs on it. But Twin is all over the album. And then it was mastered by my dog Mike Tucci. Tucci, man.
Yeah. You got the show coming up next week, right? That's at Chop Shop on
October 19th at Chop Shop.
The day before the album come out.
Yes, this is the album release show. Because I did my last album, I did an album release party, and it was kind of awkward, just hey everyone, I'm playing an album, don't talk. Listen, why aren't you listening to the bars? No. It's a party full of alcohol. People are gonna want to talk shit. So it's and also people want to see me live.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. For
nobody
real,
want to see me stand in the room. They want to see me fucking front flipping in the crowd. So I'm performing majority of the album on the show. Yeah,
sick, yo.
It's gonna be awesome.
Sick. So yeah, when y'all hear this, go cop the tickets. They up and everything, man.
Yes, go get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna ask one more thing though. How did you link up with Dead From Above?
So, Lollapalooza. I played Lollapalooza, and they were playing Lollapalooza the same year. And I swear to God, literally, just ran into. to be real, I was a massive fan of them. Like the first time I ever heard them was on accident. I had this before it was called Pitchfork. It was called Intonation Fest, and I snuck in that bitch, and I just got over the fence and I just hit it. Boom, I'm running right. So I'm trying to blend into the crowd right away so niggas don't catch me. So I run, and the first thing I do is I run to the crowd where the stage is. And when I'm literally as I'm running up, the band, they play their last song, boom. And it's like a good crowd, right? So I'm like kind of mixed in. And as soon as they stop playing, like 5 seconds after they stop playing, 2 million kids literally running, just rush the stage. Boom. And it was on a baseball field. So it was like super dusty and shit. Yeah. And it was hot as fuck. And I got a bandana over my face and shit. And so, dude, no joke. Like, they stopped playing. Boom, 1 million kids. And I was like, what the fuck? The excitement for whoever was about to play was so nuts. I was like, what the fuck is this finna be? They come out on stage, 2 dudes. Nah, I've no clue or nothing. Dude gets on the drums. Dude picks up the bass. And you just hear. And dude, the minute they start playing, the crowd just fucking instant pick. Woo! And now this is on baseball field. So it's a cloud of dude. It looks like a fucking tornado. Yeah. And they singing, and I'm like, wait, the fucking drummer is singing? What the fuck? And he just and then the bass player it's just 2 guys. Yeah. But the sound was so big, bro.
They're heavy as fuck.
And I was just like, what the fuck? So obviously I looked them up, and they were like my favorite band for like ever. And then I was playing Lollapalooza, and I saw JFK, and he was just outside of my, in the back tent thing, my like trailer thing. He was just there. And I was like, what's up, nigga? And instantly we just like, bro, he's like us. He will just talk to your ass. Yeah. Instantly. He's just a cool, solid, real person. He just talk right away. Like he could barely know you, and you can have a 2-hour conversation with him. That's cool. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah. And we was talking like a motherfucker, and we just became friends forever. And then we always wanted to tour together, but I didn't have an album out, and then I was doing all of my Friendship Club shit. So then finally they had dropped their album, and were like, yo. And I was like, yo, nigga, to tour with you. And so I like made sure the album was out around the time, and then we finally got to get it together and shit. So yeah, and then we just went on the tour, and it was nuts.
Yeah, I was say, what was your favorite city,
bro? To be real, there's no favorite city because every night. Those fans were incredible, bro. They were
so awesome.
Yeah, definitely have a rabid fan base. For sure.
We come from the punk scene, right? I know for a fact that a band that has a cult following is usually a nightmare. They're like, who the fuck is this? Waiting for the homie to get on, not buying your merch, none of that shit, bro. So I came prepared like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna feel myself and think just because I'm all over the world doing this and that is gonna translate into their fans. Yeah. So I was like, we gonna come in like the opening band, and we gonna win these motherfuckers over.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, we prepped the set and made it that way. Cool. Like, come through with fucking heat that's undeniable. Yeah. And so we came on the stage, and I'm all ready to get like the fucking crickets and shit. So we just rip it, right? Boom, boom, boom. Dude, after one song. And I was like, oh shit, fuck yes. Like they just pumped you up. And like every city, dude, crowd surfing, every city raging, mosh pits. Like it was nonstop. And they would hype me up. And then my band was playing fire. And then because we were so hyped, then Death From Above got on and was playing. We were on the side of the stage going fucking nuts. Then they got more hyped. And it was just like this great synergy on stage. Like the stage was just fucking lit, and we hung out together like every city, bro. It was like Groundhog Day of the best day ever.
Oh my
bro.
God.
That's
Every
so
night,
cool.
just every show, rip, and like the guys were just like super generous. Like if there was like a LED wall, we could use it. If we need to put a banner up, they were cool. Like, you know what I mean? Same. There was no like,
cool guy shit.
It was dope as fuck, bro. It was definitely one of my favorite tours I've ever been on.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
What's up.
Oh my God.
Shit, last question, man. You still riding them bikes, man?
Hell no, nigga. Just got this money. No. You know, like I'll ride every once in a while and shit, but like being outside, like really ripping like that. I used to not give a fuck about
shit. The images of y'all pulling up on them motorcycles is burned in my brain forever, for real.
But dude, like I almost died like 13 times. No, like just being on two wheels, it's not natural for a car to think about you. They think about other cars. So like it's very easy to die on them shits. And like my son is 7. I'm like, all I care about is being his dad. He's the best kid I ever, you know, best kid on the planet. And you know, I also don't have any fucking time. I live in the airport. If I don't have time to do shit really, like except for make the art that I want and put it out. So, but no, like I definitely still have bikes and shit. That's like a once in a while, like I'll go on a cruise, but like, I don't got time, really.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. Like we said, the album Original Crazy is out on the 20th. Cop tickets for the show is at Wicker Park Chop Shop on the 19th.
Yep, on the 19th. Yes, it is. We got some amazing people playing with us. It's going to be fucking sick. Come see the show because it's going to be terrifying. For real, I'm going nuts, bro. Like,
Well, Thank you so much.
That's what I said. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Can't thank you enough, bro.
Dude, this shit was fucking fire. Just hanging out with the homies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Peace, nigga.
Until next time, y'all. It's Face Value Podcast 220. Let's get it. Skirt.